Hi everyone, good evening, welcome. Welcome Neji, welcome V, good to have you guys here. So let's give few minutes for people to join us. So immediately 6:10 will be starting. Thank you so much for the patience. Hi, patients. Welcome, welcome. So we are giving few minutes for others to join us. All right, it's time. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Ekwe Mary. Sorry if I'm kind of murdering the name. Good evening and welcome, 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 patients once again. Welcome, Tunde. Welcome, welcome to our miss. Welcome to today's Hangout stroke anniversary, our 1 year anniversary. I say a big welcome to every one of us. So, while in the middle of celebration and our activities. So, first of all, I would like to say good evening, everyone. And it's so good to see you guys here. It's so good to see you all here. So, if you are free to turn on your camera, yeah, you are free to. So, if you can turn on your camera, yeah, let's do that too. So, welcome to our February edition of Hangout and officially our 1 year anniversary at Boss Behind the Boss. So, like, this 1 year is really, really, like, it's still feeling unreal to most of us because it's all started with a little idea, like a vision to build an executive assistant, like to build this massive community of executive assistants, confidence, strategic, and respected, like to grow into this beautiful community. It's actually not really, really easy. So most time it's not really about the numbers, but about the growth. Yeah, the growth happening in the community and even in the brand. So it's about the mindset. It's about seeing people, like seeing your peers come together, seeing people speak boldly, owning their space, like everyone coming together. So we are taking this anniversary as not just a random anniversary, but a time to reflect on the past years, the lessons we learned, the adjustments, and all that has been taken and has been done there were moments that we'll rethink and rethink then, but then God has actually been faithful. So yeah, and to every one of us in the community, to those that stayed, some left, some will go and still come back. So we just want to say welcome and thank you so much for staying. So tonight we just want everyone to be fully here with us, because we don't want to do hide and seek today. Everybody is coming here to come and talk one or two. Like, we are not hiding. If I call your name, just unmute your speaker and do your introduction, or anything I ask, please. Let's not hide. Let's not do what we did last month, please. So thank you so much once again, and yeah, welcome to Boss Behind the Boss February Hangout and first year anniversary. So I'll be starting with Merit. Hi, Merit. Merit, are you here?
Yes, good evening.
All right. Good evening. How was the day?
My day was stressful.
Oh, sorry about
Oh,
that.
sorry
I,
about that.
I hope you are fine
I hope
now.
you are fine now. Yes, I'm fine.
All right.
All
Okay.
right.
So
Okay. So,
everyone, please, can you help me
please can
mute
you
your
help me
mic?
mute your phone? I should unmute my mic.
Like, mute it
Like,
now when
mute
I'm
it now when
echoing. All right, so everyone will be this month hangouts. We are kind of making it interactive, so everyone is going to do the talking here, not only me this time around. So for now, I just want every one of us to say one word, like from February, how February has been to you. Like, how can you describe your February in one word? Like, you describe your February, then you can give us or share with us one of the best achievements, you things you've achieved in this month. So yeah, I'll be starting with Merit now. So you can share with us your February achievements, and in one word describe your February. So yeah, you can
So,
go,
yeah, you
Merit.
can go, Mary. Okay, so my favorite was just good. Just good, yes, just good. My achievement this month, I got to learn more new skills and I got an intern role. Then I also got my second client this month. So that's what I achieved this month.
Wow, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. So yeah, on to the next. Patience. Hi, Patience. Are you with us?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
All right, so you can share yours too.
Okay, personally, I feel like for me, February was like very long, like extremely long. And it wasn't the best month for me, I would say, because I think the beginning I was like sad and depressed because I think I was losing opportunities or something, but I just got a job, I think yesterday, so that's like a good thing, basically. But this month was like very long.
Oh, really? Hey, no problem, no problem. At least you got a job. So we are celebrating that with you. Congratulations. So yes, everybody, let's celebrate that now with your reactions, emojis. Please, let's celebrate that. It's not easy. It's not easy. Even though February is long, it's long for me too. It's long for every one of us. But at least you got a job. So congratulations once again. So I'll be moving on to Tunde. Hi, Tunde. Welcome. So can you share with us your February gist?
Thank you for having me. Mine is similar to the last presenter. It was kind of rough, so I hope to see a better opportunity next month. That's it from my end.
All right. That's great. And I pray amazing opportunities will come. Yeah, I believe that. So well done, well done, well done. Thank you so much for sharing that, Tunde. Hi, Lola. Are you here?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, okay. Good evening.
Okay, so for me, February, um, I didn't really do a lot of executive assistant thing or virtual assistant thing in February. So I had to like put a pause kind of to it. Also, my I had exams in February, and it was a whole lot, but we survived. I'm alive. Then apart from that, um my sister graduated from she saw her results and she had the first class. So yes, that was the good news for me and my family. Then what else? Yes, I tried to pamper myself a little bit in February because of the whole reading books of a thing. So I tried a little bit to like spoil myself. Then I tried to like sleep, rest whenever I had time. What else did I do in February? Anything else? I think that's basically it. It was just book. Basically. Thank you.
All right. That's really, really amazing. At least congratulations to your sis. Congratulations to your family. And I'm so happy with you guys. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I'll be calling on Amanda. Can you share with us about your February?
Hi, good evening, everyone. My February was okay, I guess. Not as good as I expected. I just had a bit of issues balancing the things that I'm currently working on. So that's it. I was just pushing through. I wouldn't really say I did anything in February, but hopefully March will be better. Thank you.
Yeah, hopefully March will surely be better. So thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing that. So yeah, February might not be great, but at least there are still some things we must have achieved. Probably you've forgotten, but then March will be greater. So thank you so much for sharing that. So hi V, can you share with us about your February?
Hey, hi everyone. Good evening. Uh, my February was not bad and not the best, but thank God for life. But February got me chasing clients like this Lagos conductors chasing passengers here and there. So, thank God we are keeping fingers crossed that March will be better, right? So, yeah, that's it for my February. Nothing much. Not bad,
All
not excellent. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right, that's amazing. Even if you are chasing client like conductor. Well done, at least you collected change and your fee.
Okay.
So it's not about just chasing, no. Make sure you collect your money, oh.
That's it. We are
All right.
locking them down.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
very, very important. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, hi, Prosper Ibo, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining the conversation. And I feel like you are the next I'll be calling now. So, can you unmute your mic and share with us how was your February? Like, in one word, what are the little achievements you made in February? Yeah, Prosper. Hi, Prosper. Are you here with us? Oops, I guess. he or she is not here. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing that. Okay, on to I'll share my too. February was great. February was amazing because I actually met my targets, like my goals, like I tick one of my boxes. So yeah, February was great for me. Thank you so much, everyone. You will not celebrate me now. Thank you so much, Amanda. So yeah, thank you so much. February was amazing, and to every one of us, yeah, it will next March will do greater. So thank you so much, everyone. So we'll be moving on to our next thing, which is about our anniversary. So we'll be sharing our members will be sharing what's like since you joined Boss Behind the Boss, what are the little things you've gained from the community, or like how has Boss Behind the Boss influenced you, like in this spirit of our anniversary celebration. Just share with us, like, let's know the impact we are making in the lives of executive assistants. How has the community influenced you? What have you really gained joining the community since you've joined? So I would like to be starting with V. Hi, V. So I'll be starting with you. Hi, V. Are you with me? Can you share with us how the community has influenced you? Okay. Hi, Merit. Merit, are you here? Patience. Is anyone here? Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Amanda. So you can have the mic now. Amanda, don't mute your mic. Please speak. Just share with us one or two how the community has influenced you, what you've gained from Boss Behind the Boss.
Recently, or like in general?
Yeah, in general, like since you've been there, anything.
Okay. I would say my time on the community has been really great. I've had a fun time learning and learning from other people and just like gaining useful tips and tricks for the EA role. I've also um I would say it's from the community that I've also heard like a lot of strange things that I didn't know. Not really strange, but that's funny, especially when people are sharing their whole experiences with their bosses and you're just like, oh, is this really happening and all of that. But yeah, the community has been really great and impactful. I have enjoyed my time there. And it was also from the community that I got a job. So yeah, I'm grateful to have encountered the community and yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's so amazing. Congratulations. At least Boss Behind the Boss did something. We gave you a job. Congratulations, congratulations. I'm so happy
Thank
to hear
you.
that. So
Okay.
yeah, congratulations about that. So yes, we're actually doing something in the Boss Behind the Boss. So I guess some persons are missing out. But yeah, that's on there. So thank you so much for sharing that amazing review. So I'll be moving on to Patience. Patience, are you with me now?
Yes, I am. Sorry, I don't know why.
All right. Uh, is it your network?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right, you can share.
Okay, so personally, I would not really say much because I just joined like a few days ago. But from what I'm seeing and other people's experiences on the platform, I feel like it's a very, impactful setting because I see people having questions about work. Maybe they're like in the middle of something and they don't know what tool to use and they immediately come to the group and they're like people who have an idea and everyone is just sharing, trying to help each other and the whole job posting. If someone finds a job, they would like share it to the platform. I think that's like really nice and a very helpful platform so far from what I've experienced or watched.
All right. That's really amazing. Even though you haven't stayed long, but then you really understand some depth of what we do and how the community have been impacting people, impacting lives. Because I can really count how many persons that have gotten jobs from the community. So yeah, that's part of the amazing wonders we do at Boss Behind the Boss. So thank you so much for sharing that review. So I'll be moving on to Tunde. Hi, Tunde.
eyepiece.
Yeah, so
Uh,
you can share with us.
all right. For me, I just joined also. I think 3 or 4 days ago. Uh, and then the community is fantastic because I can see that people see it as a to-go community whereby they can share their experiences, their grievances, what the challenges they are facing in their workplace with their boss, and at least people can listen and then guide them, encourage them. So I think it's something that is very, very good, right? Because if you have your colleagues, people that are on the same level and job role with you, they understand what you are going through, they can relate, right? And they can give you the best advice, and they can also calm you down. So I think this is one of the things that makes the community a great one, right? And then I also from the community I got a template, right? On I think on what's it called? On is it daily task or report? Either of the two. I know I got three distinct three templates like that. So it's something that if we can be getting that on a daily basis, at least it will shape our what's it called, our work activities. So it's a great one. It's a great one. So at least with a few days I've spent, I understand what the concept behind the community, and which I found it fascinating. Thank you.
All right. That's really, really great and amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that review. Oh, see, person wey join just few days ago has been gaining value. So now like this, if I people that are not replying me in that group, if I enter their phone and collect that template my people have been sharing, did I do bad thing? No, I didn't. So the more the community gives out, we just also need to give in. So that's it. Is a free community where anyone you don't even know can just come share you their templates they have at work, share you their things they do for some people, some are even they sell it for others outside. But then in our community, we have it as a free template. Like they just share because they believe that okay, this is a free community for everyone. This is a free community for peers like me. So it's not something, so they just make things they sell outside, make it free for us most time because yes, this is a community of boss assistants. So that's one of the fun thing and fun activities I feel like okay, boss behind the boss is doing that other communities don't do. Some other communities self they will even give you things and yeah, put in the selling link. Not like but boss behind the boss has been so impactful so far. So I'll be moving on to Ivy. V, are you back? Come and share your own. Come and share your own. Oh yeah, V, unmute your mic and share what's boss behind the boss, what you've gained throughout your stay, how it has influenced you.
Oh, okay. Joining Boss Behind the Boss has been amazing. Joining the committee has been amazing. Has been impactful. There's this um, there's this ginger in the on the platform rather. There's this spirit of we must get it done. We must we must see ourselves succeed. somehow, from the task or activities that goes on during the week. There are some strange comments you see. Let me not say strange. Some comments you see from from the people in the community when community manager drops, asks for their take on what they will do if the executive, acts a certain kind of way. And then you see some really funny and weird responses, like, and be like, really, can people really do stuff like this? So it's a place where, it's quite impactful. Um it's not frigid. There are some platforms you'll be on and you won't even want to stay for too long, but it's not like that here in the community. And also the community helped me get a job as well. And yeah, so it's been great being part of the community. Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for this. And kudos to
Amazing.
the
It's amazing.
community manager too. You're doing great. Thank you.
All right. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. So second person getting job from our community. You will be paying, you'll be giving me tight. You understand the parole. We'll do it at the back of the nobody will know. So thank you so much for sharing that amazing review. Thank you so much. Yeah, the community has been so impactful. It has been so impactful. So yeah, everyone comes, they gain knowledge, they gain like a lot. People get jobs, people get to meet peers, to ask questions, to live a toxic work. Like a lot has been happening in the community, and I so much appreciate the review. Yeah, thank you so much for that. So, Adelola, good evening. Are you with us?
Good evening, peace of mind. Yes, I am here. How are
All
you?
right. Can you share with us your like things you've gained from the community too?
Um, okay, so I haven't gotten a job, but what I'm glad about is that there is a community for virtual assistants, executive assistants, personal assistants. For me, I've always community in the niche I am in, or that I intend to be in the future, has always been something that's been paramount to me, to find a community of people. I mean, I never knew that EA, because I worked as a PA before, I never knew that EA go through a lot of stuff till I joined this community. I mean, like, all I thought was, okay, personal assistant is just, blissful. I mean, there are bad days and good days, but I did not know that it was also applicable to EA. I mean, people giving experiences. For me, I learned from those experiences. So for me, that's a big deal so far. I'm glad to find a community. That's for me generally.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for that. Little but mighty. Like for real, for real. Most persons don't really know, like you might not, you just think, okay, this thing is just happening to only me without even hearing the other person's part. But in our community, when this one come and give us gist, we'll be like, whoa, wow. So these things happen. So that's we just learn from each other. So that's one of the things the community do for us because we have community of assistants together. Let's learn from this experience. Learn from this person's experience. So that is one of the goals of the community, and also how to just not be an assistant alone, but the real boss behind the boss. How to re-strategize ourselves to make ourselves that strategic partner and not just a random assistant. So we don't just play small. So that's one of the goals of the community. And I so much appreciate this review. Even though you haven't gotten a job, but then don't worry, I know a job is coming soon. So thank you so much for sharing that. So I'll be calling on Lola. Hi Lola, welcome back. So can you share with us your little review about Boss Behind the Boss community?
Oh, hi. Sorry, my network is really bad. So my time with BBTB. Okay. I remembered. I think when I first joined the community, that was when I was really struggling with um my new boss. I remember that I was just so frustrated that day. I just said to the group that I really need to learn. I need someone to teach me how to like tell my boss to stop calling me 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And I just people were just sending in suggestion that yes, you need to like make sure that even though you want to be available, like different suggestions were just meaning, and I'm like, oh my god, this is what I wanted, because it was just aiming at the right time for me, sincerely speaking. And I remember that the advice I got, particularly from the boss herself, from Clara, on how I set boundaries, it really helped me, because now I'm this like this boss. Even before I took the time off, I'm this person that if you message at this particular time, my boss already knows. He will never message me, or if he should send a message, you tell I attend to it the next day. He will even type it and put it there himself. And it's really helped, because advice I got then from our and set boundaries, I put it to use, and it was really helpful. And another thing is the A study Wednesday. There's this particular A study that we had then early last year. Was it last year? Yes, it was about, your ompling is that A study still with me. It was about your ompling is planning something something, and you work like you got access to a document, and your opening is trying to take over a particular place, and your family is living there. How are you going to, will you inform your family? Will you leave your work? That I really remember that yesterday. I just I just got a lot of point of views. It just opened my head that all this emotional, all this I baby that I used to do. Life is actually more serious than all these things I are doing. That actually, if this thing should happen to you, what will you do? Yes, you I. What else will you do? It just opened my. I feel like it just made me more mature. It's this mindset just came on that a lot of things happen, shit happen. Sorry for the use of words. A lot of things happen. You just have to like move on. So that really stood out with me. So I think I've gotten a lot of things from it. My business, some of the case studies I even put it in my business that is not even executive assistant, my business outside. I just make use from community member, which is not good, I accept, but I've really been getting advice. People just drop, someone will just type and drop something. I'll be like, hey, people they think. So that sometimes I just dedicate midnight. I just go to chat and I'm like, people are thinking, people are going through stuff, things are happening, and it has really been helpful to me. I'll never lie. So I want to comment, Clara. I really want to like this is really a huge thing, and I'm praying to God that it's really going to be a very big place, a big community. In the name of Jesus. Thank you.
Amen, amen. Thank you so much, Lola, for sharing that. That's so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I'm really glad you found what you want. Like, we really melt your heart. Thank you so much for sharing this great review. Yeah. So see, when you need something, when you have that community that they hold your hand together, like they hold your back as if you are there. Some don't even know you, like they don't even know where you come from. But when you pour out your heart in our community, just expect you are getting that value because they choke. Don't worry. So thank you so much for sharing that. So let me pick one last person. Hi Naomi. Hi Naomi, are you with us? Okay. Marian. Hi Marian.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Okay, Naomi, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so you can share with us too.
I've not been. I think I joined this WhatsApp group last year. Not last year, sorry, like last month. That's January. I've been there just few weeks, but one thing I like about it is how they give timely. I don't really comment, but everybody has I've been able to pick up a lot of things from everybody's experience. I think it was just earlier this week that someone shared some documents on how to give our reports and minutes and all, which are things that as an executive assistant you would need every day. But it's one thing to actually have like being a community where people have gone ahead of you and you can learn from them without actually making those mistakes that they made when it was their time. And I think another thing I like and I really appreciate about this group is the I don't I think the lady that spoke before me mentioned something about it, how everybody's willing to help the other person. There's this sense of I don't want to use family so it doesn't look like I'm being too mushy and all, but there's this sense of, oh, I really want this person to win in whatever it is they are going through. And you see people coming out to help. I see very detailed explanation and things, and it's just a genuinely nice place to be. Like one, or I don't want to do anyhow, but this WhatsApp group is one that has like in all the groups I have joined, not for work, but like random groups. This is one that is very intentional in the reason why it's set out in the first place. And I must really commend I would really commend Clara for putting something like this together to help every other person that wants to be an executive assistant and does not even know what to do in the first place. So thank you very much.
All right, all right. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thanks so much for sharing that amazing review. Yeah, don't worry. Be little emotional. We accept that because even me self like is melting my heart already. Thank you so much, Clara, once again.
You're
The
welcome.
community is really doing amazing. So thank you so much, everyone. So yeah, on to the next. Without me wasting much of our time, we'll be moving on to our student testimonial videos. Like we've really done amazing. Apart from the community, we have amazing. We do trainings, we mentor people, we do recruitment. So I guess you must have seen in us in one or two other ways, probably only the community, or you've seen us through the agency, or you've seen us through the mentorship or the training aspect. Community of Boss Behind the Boss, we like Boss Behind the Boss is really doing amazing job. So if you are not in one of them, if you're not in the community, you're not in our training, you're not in the mentorship, where do you want to collect, like where do you want to get value? So no problem. So we'll be sharing our students videos and testimonials so you guys can see we are not just playing small, we are going great. So yeah, please, you all can watch your screen right now.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ugu, an executive virtual assistant and a member of the Boss Behind the Boss community. I want to give a special shout out to Boss Behind the Boss on her 1-year anniversary, and a special thanks to Miss Clara Chuku, who happened to be my mentor and has taught me things about global positioning, personal branding, and the job market at large. I, myself, and every other mentee are saying thank you for this community, thank you for every opportunity, and thank you for all you've done for us. Once again, happy anniversary, Boss Behind the Boss.
My name is Jacinta, and I was part of the just concluded Boss Behind the Boss virtual assistant training. Before this program, I was so confused on how to start my virtual assistant journey. After the program, I gained the clarity, confidence, and the tools that I need to be a good virtual assistant. And this is me saying thank you to the Boss Behind the Boss team for being so intentional about my growth on this journey. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Geneva Dilibanati from Ghana. I'm a senior admin assistant and I work in one of these prominent universities. Well, I am proud to say that I am a member or a citizen of the Boss Behind the Boss community. I have really not regretted joining at all. We had the link, the WhatsApp link, we joined, and it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I've learned a lot and your worth. This community will let you know that you are not just an assistant. You are indeed the boss. So come and join us if you are not already there. But if you are there already, my sister, my brother, we die here. See you on the other side. Bye.
All right. So you heard the last part. We die here, you say? No, we will not die. Probably will not die, but there in the community has been so amazing. Yeah, if you can hear from her testimony, she joined from LinkedIn, and I know a lot of us joined from LinkedIn. And from there, you must have not, like, you will not even have any reasons to regret joining. Yeah, I believe. So because me, I didn't have any reason because I also joined from LinkedIn. So I know every one of us joined from LinkedIn. So this is one of the impact and the growth visions we had. So, and I thank God is growing global. So thank you so much once again. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, our past students. I don't know if some of our students are here. So thank you so much for sharing in our joy on this anniversary. So on to the next, I'll be celebrating our team members too. Yeah. Those behind the scenes, those making it to work out. People, if I call myself, if you would not clap for me, I'll remove everybody on this call. I'll remove everybody on this call. You guys must use your reaction. If you don't know where your reaction keyboard is, please start looking for it now. Start looking for it now. So yeah, on to the next. I'll be celebrating our amazing team. Like God bless us with an amazing team. Like everyone has been on top of their toes. Like we don't leave work for another person. Like if you here do this immediately, like ASAP. When God give you people and say, you take, this is your executive assistant, and the executive is not even flopping. Like, do you get? When God say, take, this is your community manager, and me, I'm struggling to look for food for you all in the community. I'll be waking up from dream and say, oh, my community of assistants, they've not seen me today. I need to see them. That's the amazing work we do behind the scene. Why you guys just enjoy the values, you guys, like, it's been amazing. And it's not really putting all this together. So we just have to celebrate our teams. Like, it's not really easy. So please, can you project that? Let's celebrate our team members. Amanda, are you raising your hand? Okay.
No.
All right. Okay, so I'll be starting with our co-founder. You know, when they say, Clara will say, Kachi, I have this small ideas, like this idea. And do you know who executes, like who paints the idea very, very big? That's our co-founder. Our co-founder is the painter, is the architecture. Is the architecture in human form. When Clara draws small, he now paint it, like he makes it big. So that's our co-founder. Like, he's really, really doing a lot. I celebrate you. I celebrate you, Kachi. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing. Thank you so much for everything you've done for Boss Behind the Boss. Thank you so much for everything you are still doing. Yeah, you are still doing. So yeah, on to the next. Please, can somebody read what's on the screen? I think I can see my name right there. So yeah, I'll be moving on to celebrate Miss Peace, our community manager. Thank you so much for celebrating. People are not doing reaction. Deborah, Miriam, I'm noting that name. Naomi, I'm not seeing your reaction. Adelola, I'm not seeing your reaction. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. So I celebrate you, our community manager. It's not really been easy, but thank you so much for the amazing job. So yeah, onto the next. I'm celebrating our executive assistant. Like, I'm sure we all know what it means to be an executive assistant. The workload, the project managing, like, it choke. But then our executive assistant has really, really been doing an amazing job, like amazing job. She doesn't leave things to fall through the crack, like nothing on top of her game. Thank you so much, Amanda. We celebrate you. We, the team, appreciate you. Well done, and keep doing the great work. Thank you so much. All right, on to the next, our growth marketer. I'm sure some of us were here when she said she was trying to follow Agbero Abi conductor to conduct client. She was doing one conductor to conduct clients inside the bus. Yes, exactly. Because our February has been filled with fucking clients. Even though they wouldn't want to enter that bus, she would drag them and make sure they pay for that bus. So thank you so much, Victoria. We really, really appreciate you. We celebrate everything you've been doing for the brand. Thank you so much. So on to the next. Yeah, all right. We have Samuel, our graphics designer. He has been an amazing media strategist. Like our videos are always top notch. I'm sure we can all see the testimonial videos. Like it's been amazing. Thank you so much, Samuel. We celebrate you. We, the team, celebrate you. Community members, every one of us celebrates you. Thank you so much for being on this journey with us. We appreciate you. So, yeah, who can give me a tip of who I'm celebrating? And like, you can use your comment section. Use your comment section. Who am I introducing and celebrating as? What's her name? What do we call her? I'm not seeing any comments. Use your comments. You can unmute your mic if you don't want to comment. Who am I celebrating next? Miss Clara! Everyone has been talking Miss Clara. Everyone has been shouting Clara, thank you, Clara, thank you, Clara. Yeah, Clara, thank you, because without Clara bringing out this vision, I will not be here. We will not be here. Yes, that's the idea behind it. So without the idea, there will not be boss behind the boss. But for someone to actually sit down, when you sit down and think of, okay, I want to create a community, name it boss behind the boss, like as a boss, like I'm a boss already, then I will not be behind another boss. Like, do you guys understand where I'm coming from, Abi? Now only me they think I'm but then I celebrate you, Miss Clara. Thank you so much for this amazing community. Thank you so much for building this brand. Thank you so much for bringing it to where we met you. Thank you so much. It's been a roller coaster. It's been an amazing 365 days of real impact. It's really not easy. I know of many groups I've joined, many things I've joined that really, really did not achieve more like this. Like when you have a group of community where they set to do this, like we are achieving it. We don't just do talk and go. We do talk and do. That is what we do at Boss Behind the Boss. And without a real leader that knows what she wants, all this won't be here. So when you know what you want, to achieve it is something simple. So that is who Miss Clara. She doesn't leave things undone. So thank you so much, Miss Clara. We celebrate you. We celebrate Boss Behind the Boss. We celebrate the brand. Thanks for all. Some persons are not clapping. No problem. People are not giving my giveaway today. No, Allah. So we are moving on to our giveaway session. Who is happy? Please let me see that emoji. Let me see that emoji. If you are happy for, okay. Why is V dancing? Which kind of dance is this? So we are moving on to our giveaway session, but then this will be, okay, first to type, that's how we'll get the winner. Please make use of your chat room now. So I'll be giving the questions, then you guys can give your response immediately, like before the next person hijack it. So my first question is, what is our founder's full name? Full name. Please don't come and look for expo here. Full name. I said full name. Full names is 3, like first name, middle name, third name. Clara Chuku, you miss it. First name, middle name, third name, and last name. Am I getting any response? Clara Chineye Chuku. Can team members? No, not team members should speak. Team members, people should not speak again. No. Team member don't speak, oh. But then one person has spoken. Let me make that one void. Avoid it. Avoid it. One of the team members has spoken now. You are now doing copy and paste. We won't give away. No. Team member cannot speak. So this is to the audience, not to the team members. Please, team members, don't use the chat room. Thank you. So how many team members do we have at Boss Behind the Boss? I just did an introduction. So if you're following me, you guys will know how many people I introduced now. 4, okay. Azana. Azana. 6, 4, 6, 5. Okay. This person that even counted 5. How do you even count it? Because I'm confused. And this person that counted 4. So yeah, thank you so much, Miriam. Miriam won it. We are 6. We are amazing family of 6. We have our founder, we have our co-founder, we have our community manager, stroke operations lead, we have our executive assistant, stroke project manager, we have our graphics and brand strategist, and we have our growth and marketer. So that's 6, yeah, that's 6. Thank you so much for responding. Whoa. No problem. So you guys should see me the community manager after the service. Here you go. So thank you so much. So I have another question. If you've been listening, yeah, I've discussed, like I've even said it in one of my talkings right now. So we have, can someone just list 3 things we do at Boss Behind the Boss brand? 3 things we do. 3 of our pillars. Use the chat room. No response. 3, oh, I said 3. Who will now combine it together? 3. You are dropping 2, 2. 3. So it's getting it. Mentorship, training, and recruitment. Community training, community recruiting, community training, EA services. Okay, so I'll be picking the first person. She said that's who again? Let me check. Deborah Moore, mentorship. Yeah. We have the training academy and we have the recruitment. Yes. The 4th one is the community. So thank you so much, Deborah Moore. Yeah. Please, you can put that down. Thank you so much. Please see me after the service. Thank you so much for winning that. So should I do one more? I mean, I should go. Should I do one more giveaway or I should go? Or we should finish it? Okay, one more. Deborah, you won now. You won. You won. A lot of people that
I mean,
have not
everybody
won.
wait on we make go sit down, I beg.
A lot of people that have not won to talk now. Okay, this is actually very, very simple. Yeah, very, very simple. I just want the very first answer. Like, first answer. When is Boss Behind the Boss clocking 1 year? Very, very simple. I just want a sharp answer. Oh, Chim. As if I knew it. As if I knew, say some people still fail this. Also, February 28th. Deborah say, oh, Chim. All right, thank you so much, Miriam. Miriam won this again. March 1st, we are clocking 1 year old, March 1st. So thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, we really, really appreciate that little fun giveaway session and all. So yeah, let's move on to another section before we now call in our host. So I would like to call on us one by one. Yeah. So I'll be starting with Miriam. Miriam, you won our giveaway, so you cannot run. So yeah, tell me one thing, like how has it been for you? Like being I don't know what you do, but loving the role without losing yourself. Just share with me what you've really loved in this your role. Probably you're an executive assistant. Like since you've been an executive assistant, can you share with me like how you like what you really loved about the role? All right, let's go.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, peace of mind. What's one role that I love consign? I'm actually an executive assistant. I just started the role like a month ago. I got a job January. That is before I joined the community. One thing I love about the role is my boss actually he pushed me to the extent for me to don't think as just a staff. You are part of the team. You are part of everything. So one thing I love about the role is he pushed me to become better, pushed me to take some courses to think like the CEO. Yes, that is one thing I love about that position. As an EA, you ought to think as the CEO because you'll be representing the CEO in some cases. So that's basically what I love about the role. Just it pushes you to become better version of yourself, being more than just being a virtual assistant, but being more, just do more. That is one thing I love about the role. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing that. Yes, yes. You see, most times we just feel like okay, we are behind the scene, but then no, it actually pushes you outside the scene. You see, I also feel like I love the work. Like that was what really made me pushing more because then I'm camera shy. Let me say I'm camera shy. But then most times now my work is not even allowing me to be camera shy because I have to do that thing to come out of that my shell. So being an executive assistant is not just like you are running, you are escaping something. No, it's now making us develop more and more. But then being an executive assistant, I've learned a lot. Like I've learned a lot. So yeah, the role has really, really been amazing. So I thank you for sharing that with us. So I'll be moving on to Adelola. Hi, Adelola.
Hi.
All right, please, can you share with us?
I'm not sure I got that. I got lost for some few seconds.
Okay,
Yes.
the question is like, what have you really loved about the role? Like, what you loved about being an executive assistant or a virtual assistant or a PA? Like, what you've loved in the role
Okay.
so
For
far?
me, it's being able to organize my bosses. I don't want to say life in that sense, but work life. Okay, so let me use that word. Work life, being able to pay attention to details. I love the fact that I pay attention to details. I love the fact that I remember little things that might look insignificant. I love the fact that I am proactive. I can foresee that a problem might happen. And so if I quickly do what I think should be done, it will prevent that problem from happening. So I love the fact that I'm just the brain box of my employer. Let me just use that word. Brain box describes, for me. Hello, everyone. Can
All
anyone hear
right.
me? Okay.
Yeah, we can
Yes, we
hear
can
you
hear
now.
you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. That's great. That's amazing. So yeah, being able to be organized because even me, I'm a good testimony of that too. Number one, tell me why I'm even post uploading all my pictures on Google Drive. Like, why? Because I don't want them to get lost. So yes, this has really made me more organized than before. Like, oh my God, being an executive, you like everybody just need to be in this role because they need it in their life. So thank you so much for sharing that. So Amanda, can you share with us what you love in the role?
Okay, hi everyone. So I would say my favorite thing about the role is the exposure that it gives you. I don't know if someone has talked on that, but yeah, working as an executive assistant, especially one who works closely with the founder, you get to experience things and majorly things that you would not normally get to experience. You get to speak to people and all of that. So I like that, and I've enjoyed that being in charge of speaking to people, and also yeah, I think that's actually my major thing. My favorite thing about the role, the exposure that it gives, and also do I have anything else to add? Um, I think that's all I have to say.
All right, that's amazing. Yes, yes. It gives exposure. Yeah, yeah. I'm also a testimony. No, hey, oh, like I'm a living testimony of that. Yeah, it gives exposure because there are some things you will even be scared. There are some people you will be scared to speak with. Like, but then in this work, because you have a value you want to offer them, like you have things you carry. There's some things you don't even do when you were still back then. You don't know what to do. You don't know. You cannot even speak to this person because you know this person has a lot. Like, what do you carry? But then being an executive assistant will expose you to those kind of, because by the time you say hello, I'm an executive, like it gives you that kind of levels. I don't know if you guys are getting me, but then that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, Tunde, can you share with us from your end?
Okay, all right. Basically, I just started or about to as an EA, right? So, but I like the fact that uh, as an EA, I will be working hand in hand with the CEO or with the MD. So just like someone said, it gives room for exposure, right? Going out to places that maybe probably you wouldn't have been to, attending meetings that probably you wouldn't have. And above all, it also helps to understand the business or the nature of business that your workplace is all about. Because let's say now that I'm working in a consulting firm, right? At least I will understand how to even manage the business to that, because you never can tell. As an EA, you might even find yourself being a manager in the nearest future, right? So with the fact that you've been doing basically everything about being a manager or being a CEO. So it won't be really, really difficult when you now stand on your own or when you become the boss itself, right? So it's a very teachable and then very impactful role, I must say. So for me now, I'm looking forward to that because I just started uh, as an EA, right? So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, that's great. That's amazing. I really, really appreciate that. That's like it's great. It gives you exposure, like more things, more opportunities, because by the time you tell me, okay, please come and manage this company, come and manage this, come and open your brand. Yes, because I've done it before. There will not be room for me to say no again, even if I'm to manage someone else, because I've had that experience. It will be so much easier. So thank you so much for sharing that. So we will be moving on to our mini session. So about loving the role without losing yourself. So I'll be calling on Miss Clara to come and take this session for us, just a short session on how we all can love the role without losing ourselves. So let's welcome her with our stickers, our emojis. So yeah, clap, 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 clap. So on, you can have the stage, ma. Eki is not clapping, or some persons are not clapping. That's why she's not up yet. You guys have to clap. Like clap well.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly, ma. Good evening.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining in this section today. Apologies, I don't feel so good, so you might not get as much energy, but I still have to do this. So, anyways, I'll start by saying, I listened to what everybody said about the community, about what we've built at Boss Behind the Boss. And I just want to say I'm really grateful that the community has come to be a safe place for most executive assistants, which was exactly what I had in mind when, we started creating this community. And it's something I always, tell the team, we have to focus on impact. We have to focus on what our vision is. We are repositioning, rebranding, and changing and making an impact in the lives of EAs. And that is what it is for us, right? So I'm really grateful that we have achieved that so far in the last 365 days. And I'm looking forward to many more things that we're going to achieve as a team, as a community, and as a company. So thank you so much, everyone, for contributing that. Of course, the community members have contributed greatly to it, to ensure that we constantly have like value to share with the community members. So thank you so much. Moving over to what's the theme for this today's hangout is loving the role without losing yourself. Well, I'd say it's something that a lot of EAs actually fall into. Is it more like a trap that a lot of EAs fall into without even realizing it? It's very easy, like subconsciously, you don't even realize when that happens to you. And that's because we have been trained to do a lot of things, right? You're fixing things, you're sorting your executive out, you are the person that everybody relies on, you're the person who is always available to handle things, literally always available. You almost never have an off day, right? And sometimes you get to that point where you more like absorb the role and you don't really know who you are outside being an executive assistant. Now, of course, it's very okay to love being an executive assistant. There are times when people have told me that I'm obsessed with the role, and I cannot even argue because I truly enjoy being an executive assistant. I love it. I love the fact that I can sort things out. I love the fact that I can truly support my executive. I love the fact that he can totally depend and rely on me to sort things out. So all of those things are things that make you enjoy the role. But beyond that, you also have to constantly ask and remind yourself who you are outside the role. And there are a few things that can help you do that. The first thing I'll say is detach yourself from not just the role, but even from your executive. Why do I say that? It's okay to, you know, support your executive like everything you have, give it your all and all of those things. But if you're too attached to a particular executive, if you're too attached to the role, you most likely not see that at some point you have to grow beyond that. It's okay if the where you currently are is like giving you everything that you want, right? It's giving you the growth that you want. You know, you have the liberty to try out things, you have the liberty to learn on the job and all of that. That's absolutely fine. But if it comes to a point where you feel like you're not growing anymore, then you know when it's time to, that you've outgrown this probably environment and it's time to move. But if you're so attached to an executive, then it's almost impossible to do that. Again, there's a very thin line between being attached to your executive and being nonchalant, right? So you want to ensure that you maintain that. I'm not saying don't do your job well. I'm not saying don't study your executive, don't learn about your executive, don't, be so in tune with your executive. That's not what I'm saying, because if you're not doing any of that, then you cannot function properly. If you don't know your executive to the core, like nobody does, literally, like you have to know your executive to an extent that even if there are like 200 people in the company, there's nobody that knows your executive more than you. That is how deep you have to be in being great as an executive assistant. But then there's a thin line between doing that and now absorbing, being so attached to your executive and you cannot make decisions rationally. The second thing I would say is to, well, similar to what I've said, to build a life that is outside the role, outside the executive. I mean, there was a point in my life, I think maybe 2 years back, when I I totally used to forget things about myself, but I remember every single thing about my executive. I can be on the road, and the only thing I'm thinking about is what's on his calendar, where is he supposed to be? Is he at the right place now? Is he not? Is this where he is now? Is that where he's supposed to be? Is there something that is missing? If I'm waking up, like literally, the first thing I'm thinking about is, okay, what's on today's agenda? I've not even thought about. I don't even know what I'm going to have for breakfast. I don't even know. I don't even know if I've even said, like, that's just the first thing that comes to my mind. Everything was just all about my executive, right? But at some point, I knew that I needed to, you know, kind of separate work from the other part of my life. It was very, very difficult, but it's something that you need to do. Something that is very, very important, because in as much as your role revolves around your executive, you also want to get to the point where when you're able to separate work from your personal life. Now, I'm not talking about work-life balance. I don't believe in that at all. But I'm talking about being able to separate work from your personal life. So when you wake up, you know that. So now what I do is I wake up, and before I even get to my phone and start, because I work from home, before I get to my phone, if I turn on my laptop, I would have, done a couple of things about myself, for myself, then I get to work. Right? Is very difficult if you work. It's even more difficult if you work remotely, because if you work on site, then you don't have to deal with like all of that. But if you don't work on, but if you work remotely, it's almost impossible to separate.
Exclusive. Alexander,
Someone saying
what's
something.
closing?
Admin, can you please help us mute Chineye? Or Chineye, please, can you mute yourself? All right, thank you.
All right. So yeah, that's it. And then finally I would say build your own voice. And that is why I am very particular about executive assistants building their personal brand. It's very, very important, because again, it also gives you an opportunity to build a life outside supporting your executive. So build your own personal brand. Um, I think I don't know any executive assistant that I've spoken to that I've not talked to about building a personal brand, both the mentees, the trainees from Boss Behind the Boss, and every other EA I've spoken to. I'm always talking about building a personal brand, because something that is going to help you grow, something that is going to help you not just grow, it's like growing effortlessly. Right. So just, I mean, share your ideas. I think I mentioned it in the last event I spoke at, that you don't really have to be an expert to build a personal brand. Personal brand, being the personal brand is not for experts. Share what you know, from what you know, how you know it. Nobody is saying you must sound like an expert. Or if you read my LinkedIn content, you know that I write from how I feel in the moments, and whatever it is that I'm feeling, how I want to say it. I'm not saying it how people would say it. I've said it how I want to say it, right? And that is what makes a personal brand you. The authenticity in all of that is what makes a personal brand. So you don't have to say, "Oh, I'm not an expert. I don't know." You don't have to teach. Just share from what you know. And if you're even learning something, if you feel like, "Oh, I'm not there yet in my career to start sharing. I don't exactly know anything." You can share what you're learning. But bottom line is, at the end of the day, love your role, do your best, give it your all, excellence in everything that you do, because you've chosen this role, but ensure that you're also growing in it. And it's also a role that can help you expand both in your mentality, financially, and otherwise in every area of your life. And I mean, I say it with like all the time. The EA role is one role that can build you to a point where you don't even realize. When I started out as an EA, I know I just know that I didn't want to be talking to people or doing presentation, all of those things. I didn't have like in-depth knowledge of what the role was. But as I grew in the role, I realized that, well, there's a lot to this. Like, you have access to rooms where that it takes people like maybe 5, 7, 8 years to get into, and then 2 years into your career or 1 year into your career, you're already having access to all of these things. So yeah, the role is going to expand you, and there's a lot that you can achieve. So it's fine to love your role, but at the same time, also find the time to not lose yourself. Don't absorb into the role so much that you lose your identity. It's okay to be loyal. It's okay to give your all to whatever you're doing. It's okay to have the spirit of excellence and put your all into everything, which is what I would always advise, what I would do. I invest so much into my career and put in everything I have, right? But you must ensure to not lose your identity. That's it from me. Thank you so much, everyone. Do you have any questions?
All right, thank you, thank you. You guys are not clapping. Azana, I don't understand. Are we? Do you just want to take that without clapping? Please clap first before I even ask you guys for question. So thank you so much, Miss Clara, for that session. We really, really appreciate it. So yeah, if you have any question, please send in your question or you unmute your mic and ask. If you have any question, please ask now. Okay, Deborah, you are raising your hand. Can you unmute your mic, Deborah? Deborah, unmute your mic if you are asking
Good
question.
evening.
Sunday, your
Can you hear
hands,
me?
you're raising your hand, so you can unmute your mic if you're asking a question.
Can you hear me? Hello.
All right, good evening.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you
can
very
hear
much.
you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Clara, for that session. Okay, so my question is, okay, I'll say it's somewhat related to what was discussed tonight. Okay. So I have done several trainings on um executive training, but sometimes when I am applying for a virtual assistant role, I'm always told, I will always see the requirement that maybe you have to do something related to human resource. And I'm coming from like a path that is not, that it is not, that's not really even like in sync with being in sync with administrative roles before, like maybe the career or my course of study. So how do I successfully transition into this role? Like, how do I build myself up that I can confidently take an executive assistant role, even though I'm not coming from that, maybe from that kind of background? I don't know if you get my question.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. So you have taken trainings as an executive assistant, more like you're transitioning into the role. And you said most of the job descriptions you see is related to HR. Is that what you said
Yeah,
before?
not only HR but administrative and business administration courses like that.
Okay. So yeah, to transition from a different role to the role is, I mean, basically administration. But um I think it's just really the kind of job descriptions or the kind of roles you've been seeing. There's so many roles that do not exactly require, especially if it's entry level. They don't specify, or you have to maybe have a degree in whatever um um study or whatever it is. I'm talking about entry level. So most of the roles that you see with all of those specifications are mid-level or senior level roles, right? 3 to 5 years, a degree in business administration or whatever it is. But entry level roles and internships, they don't really specify. So you want to start from internships and entry level roles before you now get to mid-level and senior level. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am.
So
The only issue is the only issue I have now is it's been hard getting even internship roles and entry level roles, as I've been searching but I haven't found yet.
um the thing with entry level roles is, again, most of the roles out there are actually mid levels. Entry level and internship is really um is not so easy to see, because most people, it is being an EA is very delicate. They don't want somebody that they hire and then they have to train on the job, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they don't want somebody. So, which is why for us at Boss Behind the Boss, we combine the training and placement. So when we train, we also, once we get an opportunity to place EAs, we place the EAs that we've trained, because while they're on the job, we can still assist them and all of those things. So it's actually, and I get you, it's actually difficult to land roles that are entry level. But I mean, you're in the community, so if something comes up, we'll always share. So just keep an eye for that, and keep looking out for.
all right, thank you so much, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much for that, Miss Clara. So yeah, Tunde, you were raising your hand. Yeah, you can speak now.
Okay, so all right. I would like to ask, for an entry level, uh, that the boss will not be, they will not be at first free to give up their emails login, right? So, is it that the EA will not ask that, sir or ma, can I have your email logins? Can I have your task so that I can arrange or money? I can arrange your calendars and all. Is it okay to ask, or you leave them to uh tell you your assignment or your task? That's all.
Yeah, you should ask. Um, you cannot leave them to, because part of what is expected of you as a executive assistant is to be very proactive. Asking questions and being proactive is very important as in your role as an executive assistant, and especially if it's entry level, it's very, very important. So you cannot just expect them to, whenever they come around. Again, if you're supporting an executive that is very busy, they most likely cannot even bring themselves to put together the tax and give to you. So you have to be on them to actually hand that over to you. And if they're uncomfortable giving you their passwords to their email accounts, they can actually just add your own email account, and then you can view from your own end without having like access to their password, and you can remove it at any time. So it's something that you want to also research and communicate that to them so that they can, it just gives some sort of security to them from their own end, and you're also able to do your job. Tunde, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Do we have another question again? Is there another question? All right, if there are none, so thank you so much once again, Miss Clara. Thank you for that wonderful session and for answering our questions. We so much appreciate it. Guys, let's clap now. Are we tired? Let's clap. Let's clap. So thank you so much, everyone. And I also want to say a very big thank you to everyone that joined this Hangout tonight. Thank you so much for taking out time, little of your time to join us, to be on this call, to come and have a little fun with us. I say thank you once again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like a lot of thank you and kisses, hugs, everything to you. So thank you so much once again. So I don't know if we all can turn on our camera. Let's do a selfie now. What do you guys think? Like let's do a selfie. If you can turn on our camera so that we can see our faces, so that we can take a picture, like a picture. Are you guys with me, Abi? You are not with me. Oh, nobody's turning on camera. Okay, no wahala. So, no problem. Let's say thank. Okay, someone is talking. Okay, Miriam. Yeah, Miriam has turned on her camera. Oh yeah. Oh. Let's take a selfie. Hey, all of us don't get light though. Wahala. Like say.
There's no light here. Oh.
let's manage. Let's manage. Even myself, I'm not sure I can see myself right now. But let's manage so we can just take a selfie. Okay, I'm coming. Please, admin, can you take a screenshot from you see us? Not like Nigeria is finished. Mr. Today, you're not even on your camera. Sorry. Oh. Admin, please let's know if you are done or we should say she's. All right, okay, admin is done. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We say a very big thank you. All right, so we've come to the end of today's program, today's anniversary. And once again, Boss Behind the Balls will be clocking a big one, or not a small one, big 1 year old tomorrow. Clock it. Clock it. I'm not even seeing emojis. You people are not giving me the ginger I want. Like, you think say easy to born? If he easy go run, if he easy run it's not easy to give birth. Like to be feeding the baby every day. Like those ideas every day. Like clock it. We are clocking one tomorrow. So thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for celebrating in our joy. Thank you for coming here. We say a very, very big thank you. So thank you and do have a wonderful night. Bye. You can meet to bye. Tell us bye. Tell me bye. Tell me bye.
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 Yeah, bye all. Have a great night.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
All right. Bye.